Alright, so right here I have an entire YouTube setup that's compact, light, and for everything, including the camera, comes in at under $800. So, if you're ready, let's jump into the video. Alright, so before we jump into this, make sure that you guys go check the links in the description for the best pricing of all of this stuff, because while it is all under $800, you could find it for better deals or worse deals. So wait it out, check the links, and find the best pricing on all this stuff. So yeah, let's jump into the first item. Alright, so what's keeping this entire thing up is this tripod from Jollycan. Now, there's a ton of other companies out there that you can go with. There's KNF Concept, there's Manfrotto, there's a lot of other smaller companies as well. This one in particular comes in at about $65. What's great about this tripod is it goes up all the way to 81 inches. So if you're a bit taller or you just need to get that extra reach, you can do that with this tripod. And like I was saying, it's only 65 bucks. But again, make sure you check the links in the description. I got mine in black, but if you want to get different colors, you can do that as well. It's a great solid tripod. I've been using it for a little while. If you want to see a full video on it, I might do that, but leave a like on today's video or comment down below if you want to see that. But it's a great tripod. It's got panning for just basic YouTube videos like this. This is going to be a great option. Alright, so the mic we're using is the Comica CVM VM10 Mark II. Now, I did a video on this already, and if you want to go check that out, you can click right up there in the corner. But basically, this is a great alternative to something like a Rode Video Micro. Comes in at only about $40, but it sounds great. It has good audio, and I'll do an audio test here in a second, or you could just go watch my video on it. But it has great features, comes with quite a few things, and honestly, it's just a great all-around compact microphone for YouTube. So, as opposed to just setting it on top of the camera, I wanted to get the most out of this microphone, so I added a friction arm to this setup. Now, this friction arm only is $25, so it's not going to add a whole lot of extra cash, but if you don't want to use it, you don't have to. I just thought that this was a great addition. It'll give you better audio, put the mic closer to your mouth, and overall, it's just going to be a bit of a crisper sounding video. Also, with the audio, you're gonna need an extension cable of sorts. This one is, I think, 6 feet, but you can get 3 feet or whatever. Amazon Basics makes great cables, pretty cheap, and again, I'll leave links in the description if you want to go find a cable. This will just allow you to put your mic further away and not stretch the stock cable that you get with the Comica, but a good Amazon Basics like $8 cable should be fine. And the camera that I'm using for the setup that you've all been waiting for, that you probably already know, it's the Canon M50. I've made so many videos about it. It's a great camera for doing YouTube videos and stuff like this. It's compact, it's light. I don't need to say much about it. It's got great autofocus, a flip out screen. It makes sense for making YouTube videos. And there's like no better camera in my opinion. I mean, sure, there's like other cameras you could go with, like the M6 or other cameras from Canon as well, but it's just like the best all around camera for me, and I think it'll be for you too. It comes in at about $650, but if you go onto Canon's website, wait just a few more days, it should be in stock refurbished, which is what I did. I got it for $520, which is a much better price in my opinion. You can also, since this is about a 4-year-old camera, you can shop used and get good deals on it. Again, I'll leave links in the description to a few different places where you can get it. And then the lens we're using is just the kit lens. I've talked about this as well. It's not an amazing lens, but honestly, it works for doing videos like this. It gives you a nice zoom from 15 all the way to 45. But if you do want more versatility, I'd recommend picking up 2 more lenses, and I'll talk about them in a second. But if you want to stick under that $800 limit, this is basically the whole setup. If you're wondering what this YouTube setup looks like and sounds like, you're looking at it right now. I just switched over to the Canon M50, and I have the Comica microphone right out of frame. You can't really see it, but that's kind of the point. So this is how it looks and sounds generally if you'd be filming. I have just window light coming in right there. I have a light back there, but you could turn it off. And if you're wondering why I don't have lights in this video, it's because I feel like this setup is directed to people who are, when they're traveling and stuff like that. If they're outside or they're just, filming videos on the go, this would be a great setup for that. And also, you have window lighting, and honestly, I use that for a lot of my videos, and look how good that is. Like, it's soft, and it looks pretty good. So, in my opinion, you don't necessarily need lighting. I'd say it's really important, but you don't need, like, lighting, like soft boxes and stuff like that. When you're just getting started, you could just use window lighting, and for the longest time that's what I used too. So again, this is how it looks in sounds. This is the Comica mic boomed right here. This is the Canon M50 with the kit lens. So how does this look? Does it look pretty good, pretty sharp? Anyways guys, back to the video. Alright, so if you do want to stretch your budget just a little bit and pick up some other lenses, I first would recommend picking up this adapter from Viltrox. I have a video on this as well. It's only about $40, but this will allow you to adapt EF lenses that you put on like a traditional, Canon DSLR, and then put them onto your Canon M50. Also, I have an Arca Swiss base plate on here because that's what this tripod takes, which is super handy. The first lens I recommend is this one. This is the 50mm f1.8, also known as the Nifty 50. It's just a great all-around lens if you're doing B-roll or anything like that. It's gonna be, a tighter lens than what this can do, and you have an f1.8 aperture. Now, if you don't know what that is, basically that's just the iris of the lens, and that's how far it opens. This will just give you more blurry background and probably more of the look that you're looking for. That means you're gonna have to stand a lot further away from the camera, which could be a pain. So that means you'd probably have to use a lav mic. If you do want to use a lav mic, you could use this one right here. I'm using it right now to film this video. It's from Boya, and it sounds great. It's about 15 bucks. Again, links in the description. And then last but not least, one other lens that I would recommend if you're trying to get more versatility or if you're vlogging or something like that is the 28-200 from Sigma. Not this specific one. The autofocus is crazy loud on this. Some cheap zoom lens like this will be great because basically you'll be able to just get a whole vast variety of focal lengths, which I think is really helpful when you're filming videos. So that's pretty much it, guys. If you want to see more videos and more in-depth videos on all of this gear that I talked about in this video, you can either click the link in the description, or you can click again on the YouTube card or on the screen in just a few seconds. But that's pretty much it for this video, guys. If you want to see more videos like this about YouTube gear or anything like that, make sure to leave a like on today's video and comment down below what you're using to film your YouTube videos. Anyways, guys, I'll see you in the next one. Oh, cool, you made it to the end. And if you're still at the end, you have absolutely nothing to do with your life. Okay, bye.